Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Stretford Paddock for a nice, another live. I think this is what we're going to do from now. Another live 3-point preview ahead of Manchester United's game against Wolves on Saturday, joined by Casey, who I haven't seen in a while.
No, I've been busy. Yeah.
Busy. Right,
busy. Well, just like United in this transfer window.
Not really, though.
Working on one signing.
We'll talk about that in a while, the whole Josh King situation, because like literally as we're going, news is coming into us. We'll start off, though, a little bit of team news ahead of Wolves, as we said, who we will be playing on Saturday. Confident?
I'm more confident than I was on Wednesday, which is always a bonus.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by Wednesday.
Pleasantly surprised, yeah, because we actually won. We didn't get battered.
Just about.
Raheem
Sterling can't score against United.
No, Raheem Sterling
really
can't.
Really bad at scoring against United.
My favourite shot in that entire match was the fact when, I think it was David Silva had an easy shot on goal and he just passed it.
Oh, that was brilliant. It was something like when you're on weekly objectives and you need like
an assist,
Spanish players, like that. But as usual, get your questions in. We're going to start off with the team news, of course. Obviously, also circulating around one man. We expect to start the game probably, and that man, of course, Bruno Fernandes.
Deep down, we hope.
Deep down, we really hope.
Please.
And I really hope that he's not another like Nico Gaitan-esque type of player that's coming out of Portugal and is going to end up in the States in like 5 years.
I thought when you said Nico Gaitan, he was like, he doesn't exist. He's just a transfer rumour.
He is just a transfer.
He's a living transfer rumour.
He's a living transfer.
Him and Snyder, both of them.
Right, so Ollie had obviously something to say about Bruno, whether he will feature or not. In his press conference, Ollie's saying he's fit enough to play and he will be involved. Definitely, he will be in the squad. Let's get training out of the way today. He has, of course, had a few hectic days now. I don't know how much he'll be involved, but he'll be in the squad. He's got to play, surely.
No. What Ollie means there is he's going to be the lace in Pereira's boots as Pereira comes on instead of him.
Yeah, unfortunately, Andres Pereira probably will not, because a lot of people haven't having a go at him for having the mad run of games this season he's had. He's played a substantial amount more than we thought.
Yeah, Andres Pereira should not have played as much as he has. But the problem is that then you look at it and you're like, well, who else is going to play?
Exactly.
And now we have Fernandes, so hopefully Fernandes will play.
And obviously plenty of injuries as well on top of that. Yep. Eric Bailly probably likely to feature as well. Rojo gone to Estudiantes as well. We wish him all the best. Marcus Rojo, obviously he will go down as maybe a bit of a cult hero, won't he?
I mean, he can't make toast. I remember that fact for the rest of my life. But he was good. I mean, when he played, he put in a shift. He never was terrible.
And the day before he leaves for Argentina, in the away end at the Etihad, nice little touch, I think, there.
They weren't going to start a fight with Rojo there.
To be fair, if you want someone in enemy lines with you, it's probably Marcus Rojo. But yeah, obviously the likes of Rashford, Timothy Fosu-Mensah and all that still injured. A little delve in on Wolves now. I mean, I think we probably know more about them than any other Premier League team. This is the the 7th time in 2 seasons we played them. In all competitions. Obviously knocked them out of the FA Cup the last time we played them.
That was the first time we beat them.
First time we beat them since they've come back up from the Championship as well. A little bit going in on form. Drew 1-1 with them earlier this season. We missed the penalty. I believe it was it Rashford who missed it? Or was it Pogba missed the penalty?
Pogba missed the penalty, yeah.
They're level on points with us. So this
is a big match. And I think Tottenham are also like hanging around. So we lose to
34 points.
Yeah, so if we lose against Wolves and Tottenham win, and obviously because Wolves have won, we'll drop quite a few places.
I saw something insane that we have as many points as Liverpool have away.
I'm pretty sure also Southampton are 3 points off us.
Oh my God. Arsenal and Southampton are 3 points off us.
Southampton have gone from, obviously since when they lost 9-1 to Leicester.
He's done a job.
They have absolutely, I said this when he signed, Ralph Hasenhüttl is a fantastic manager.
He is very good. He brought Leipzig to second in the Bundesliga in their debut season, I want to say.
I think he was, yeah.
Something like that anyway. But yeah, Wolves very close to us in the table as well. They've only won. They've not won in the last 3 though. So whether that's anything to go.
But then you look at some of the teams that obviously they were playing Liverpool.
Yeah, they did push Liverpool pretty far.
They did.
As well.
And Dan Traore is a scary individual.
We will be talking.
We will be talking about him currently.
Traore
I just thought that. Remember that one.
Us though, we've only won 2 of our last 5.
That's not
so we're not really in any.
We're not in there. We're in the hot streak of form right now.
Yeah, I mean.
And one of those losses is to Burnley.
We've scored 7 in our last 2.
We've scored
conceded 0. 6 of them were against Tranmere.
Yeah.
So, not too sure about that.
Not great.
But yeah, looking a bit more in depth on Wolves, they like to play that 3 at the back formation. Nuno, I think Nuno is possibly the most underrated manager in the league. Quietly has brought Wolves into this kind of what Southampton were under Pochettino. what Leicester are. Maybe not quite what Leicester are under Rodgers.
I feel like the difference with Wolves is you got those rotations of like Southampton and Bournemouth who got up to like higher positions, like 7th and 8th and 9th and sort of thing. Yeah. But Wolves seem to have the money to retain that, which is what I think is going to be the scary thing going forward.
Signings. I thought Cutrone would be a pretty good player for them. He's obviously...
I know. But do you remember when they signed Moutinho and everyone was like, oh, he's not going to do it in this league? And Moutinho's fantastic.
One of my housemates is a Wolves fan, and I said to him, because we were talking about obviously United transfer stuff, and I was talking to him about Neves, and he goes, to be honest, the one player who makes that Wolves midfield tick is João Moutinho, who actually scored in this fixture last season as well.
Yeah,
fantastic player. We were linked with him like every window.
I know. Yeah,
from
he was
like
another one of them.
2007 to like 2000.
He was another one of them, and then you got Moutinho in the midfield. Then Donker's been on very good for him.
Very good, than Donker.
They've got Neves, obviously. I mean, the team just seems to work a lot.
They play this really good like a 3 at the back formation is just just works.
I mean, one of the players. I mean, I think we've seen that Ryan Bennett is probably going to Leicester on loan, which is a weird signing.
He's probably take him up on a permanent and probably get Champions League football next season.
But they obviously have Connor Cody, Bolly, and
they've got Bolly's injured. Bolly's I think has been injured. They got Cody. They got I think Saiss has been playing at centre. Saiss has been playing at centre back, and I want to say Bennett. I thought has been. Playing.
That's what I mean. That's why I got confused because I thought Bennett was starting. So like,
that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Key player for them really shouldn't come as a surprise. We've gone for big old Adama again. He's really quite good, actually, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like I used to think he was terrible. Like I honestly he was one of the most frustrating players to watch ever.
Raheem Sterling.
No, but like I remember like when he was in the Championship and it was watching on the ball, it'd be like going forward, it'd be unstoppable, and as soon as he had to do anything with it, would be it pass, cross, shoot, it would end up in like the stands.
Apparently Nuno was told him like just don't run as fast and you'll be fine. And I remember they paid 18 million for him from, was it Middlesbrough?
He's had such a weird career. I think he went to Aston Villa, Middlesbrough.
He came through La Masia, so obviously he's got some sort of talent.
Well, yeah, it was like obviously he went Barcelona, Aston Villa, Middlesbrough, or the other way around, and then to Wolves. Because obviously it was always those sort of things that he always tried to hit at full speed. Yeah. Which I was like very quick. In the Championship, I do not know the exact figures of the stats, but at the end of the season, he had something like 290 odd dribbles, and the two players below him combined had less.
Insane,
completely. And then obviously, but then the completed crosses were like in the low double figures, probably like 18 to like 25.
Well, he's got 3 assists in his last 2 games.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, but this season, he seems to have definitely improved his output. Like. And against City, he's absolutely run City ragged.
Well,
both games.
Klopp was saying as well. Klopp praised him, and there is not many players like him who can do what he does. He's such we're just looking at stats here. Like I said, 3 assists in his last 2, 4 goals, 7 assists in 20 league starts this season. 5.6 successful dribbles a game. He doesn't lose the ball that often when he has it because he's such that physical presence as well. Fouled 2.3 times a game as well, which shouldn't come as a surprise as well. Just because he's able to draw on fouls that much, not quite Jack Grealish levels of drawn and fouls, but 1.3 tackles a game as well.
But I feel like the foul 2.3 times is like the thing with Jack Grealish is he doesn't have that pace. Like the reason that Jack Grealish gets fouled is because he can get caught. Like with Thomas Riley, just doesn't get caught.
Feet as well, and 1.3 tackles a game as well. So obviously doing a job when Matt Doherty is bombing up on that right hand side as well. Team selection now as well. We're going to give our predicted team as well. We are going for David De Gea in goals. Probably no surprise.
I mean, that's pretty standard. I don't think we.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof. We've gone for Brandon Williams. He kept Adama pretty quiet in the FA Cup game.
Lindelof, I feel like this is obviously our predicted lineup. I feel like Lindelof is getting close to getting dropped. I feel like he's been last couple of games, especially against City. He was pretty horrific.
I mean, it's pretty. He had that unbelievable game at the Etihad,
and I feel like Eric Bailly next to Maguire would be fantastic because he does the stuff that Maguire can't do because he has that. He puts himself out there. He gets about the pitch. I feel like I'd like to see Eric Bailly get a game.
I feel a little bit. I'd love to see him fit because
I feel like this isn't the game you drop him back in yet. Maybe you give him this winter break we're having.
It's a tough game to get dropped back into when you start.
We give him this winter break and then we'll see what happens. But that defence would get especially Maguire and Lindelof against Adama Traore is going to be interesting to see.
No surprise, we've gone for 4-2-3-1. We got Fred and Pereira in the midfield. I think Matic's League Cup suspensions carry on.
It's only a game, I think.
We've gone for Bruno to start as well.
Yeah. Hopeful, wishful thinking.
Ollie said that. I mean, he's played up until essentially he left Sporting, he was playing every game for them. We thought that game against Benfica was going to be his last. I think he's played 3 games after that, so he's not sure on match fitness. We're going him at the cam position, and then up front, not much you can really change. We've gone Greenwood on the right, Martial up top, James on the left. Again, you could see something like, I've heard a lot of people say, Dalot on the right. I do think Dan James needs a rest. I don't know about you. I think he's been fantastic. What's it like? 3 goals, 6 assists for a kid who's had 1 season of first team football, not even top flight football. Needs a rest, I think.
I mean, that's the thing we need to look at, because obviously that's the best lineup. But you could easily move Greenwood up top. You could move maybe Martial out to the left again, and then put Dalot on the wing.
Checking the chat here as well. Oliver Edwards saying, I don't think Mason's fit. You said that as well. I think you picked him up.
Yeah, he went off at half time against City.
So people saying Dalot on the right, and said, Diogo Dalot, to be honest, he's not a great, defender as such.
No.
He's fantastic. One of the few players who can actually add a bit of quality with delivery as well. Our one to watch, come on, is it any surprise that we're going to say the one to watch is going to be big, bad Bruno himself.
Yeah.
First start we're hoping for on Saturday. 8 goals and 7 assists in 17 games in Portugal. We'll put a little asterisk at that. It's in Portugal. 2.6 shots per game, heavy output, which shouldn't come as a surprise. 2.3 tackles per game. A lot of Sporting fans, there was that Reddit message.
That's what I was about to say. Like, if you get your time, obviously, just go on Twitter, have a look. There's the whole Reddit post from a Sporting fan, and it's about alleged Sporting fan, and it's backed up underneath by an alleged Benfica fan. But it says he's the sort of player who gets about the pitch. He puts in effort, no matter what minute of the game it is, no matter what the score is. He's always trying to get back. He's always trying to start a counter. He's always trying to tackle a player. He's just that sort of player that he from minute 1 to minute 90. He's full intensity.
Do you think he'll play in the 8 or the 10 role, sort of?
See, he can play across. I think he can play both, but. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see, because I feel like he has to fit the 10 just because of the limited creative options that we've had.
Yeah.
And I feel like once we might not see the best of him until we've got maybe McTominay back or Fred, because obviously
he's coming back to full fitness, isn't he, soon enough?
Yeah, the high creativity, high risk player that we have, Fernandes, will be better once we have better support behind him. Yeah. But I feel like, it's definitely the one that everyone's going to be wanting to see tomorrow.
And Ollie as well saying, Bruno, when asked about him in the press conference, Bruno, he's a leader. He was a fantastic captain for Sporting and is going to come here and be a leader as well. He also said whether he will play or not. Ollie said he's fit enough. Or sorry, we already went, or did we? You already heard that. Yeah. So basically, Bruno will feature at some stage. Bruno. See, I'm really excited to see Bruno play. I think this transfer saga has been going on for months now. I didn't think it actually happened. Am I convinced he is? I'm just a bit cautious, to be honest, just because I think his past record in Italy wasn't exactly fantastic. And when you're the Portuguese league, it's so hit and miss. It's so hit and miss what you get from there. I mean, we saw Renato Sanchez. I just don't want him to be like João Mario.
Yeah, really. João Mario is now at Lugdo in Moscow.
Is he actually?
And he's not very good. Yeah. But then you have a look at it's like Bernardo Silva went from Portugal to Monaco, and then is a product of the Portuguese league. I'm trying to think of some others.
Di Maria.
Moutinho technically is a product of the Portuguese league. Di Maria, whose output at United is very underrated.
20 goal contributions in the league in his first season, I think.
It's something like that. It's just weird. Like, yes, he wasn't obviously as consistent, but when he played, when he was on the ball. I think it's like 4 goals, 11 assists in the league or something like that.
Something insane like that. But for 50, it's always kind of, he is one of those players who actually wasn't as bad as we probably thought. But again, you probably would consider him a flop. Get your questions down below anyway. Anything you want us to answer as well. A couple of people saying they can't wait to see Bruno play. Oliver Edwards saying, I'd sign Adama and Sancho rather than a striker unless it's a 6-month loan. I don't know about that, to be honest.
Is that now?
Now, I think a striker is... Well, we haven't actually... The Josh King stuff we haven't touched upon anyway.
Yeah.
Joe and Al just dropped a video there. The second bid was allegedly... There was a second bid that's been put in. He wants to move. Eddie Howe said he can't stop the move. Apparently, Sky reporting, make it that way you will, interest has been cooled now because apparently they want 50 million for Josh King.
I'm pretty sure that's been quoted before. Like when someone wanted Josh King before, that's been quoted. I'm 100%.
Smash the like button on the video as well. But
I mean, like 50 million. I mean, like if we were going for like 25, I'd accept that. Like I'd be fine. It's backup striker. He's 28 years old. You're gonna have him for maybe 3-4 years.
I don't hate the signings. I don't hate Josh King.
Yeah, like there's no problem with Josh King. It's just the fact that some 50 million for Josh King is just a lot of money.
Greenwood trained today. Joe Sanders behind
Greenwood
the camera, so probably will.
Yeah, so
you'd expect start anyway. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see anyway. What else are we saying? Yeah, but Josh King, 45 Premier League goals in his career. So it's not as if he's not one of those players who scored like 5 or 6.
And Bournemouth aren't the most creative team. Like
no.
To give like Ryan Fraser was the most creative player last season. He's not really done much this season. I feel like Harry Wilson is probably up there this season, but he seems to be more goal scorer than.
Liverpool aren't going to keep hold of Harry Wilson out. He's a tidy player as well.
Yeah, like he's one of those players that he's just got to go somewhere at be first team.
Yeah, because then bringing in Minamino was shut the door for him anyway. What else are we looking at as well? I don't think Mason's fully fit. I think he is. I think he's playing.
But then he might play on the bench. Like he could be a squad role player. Like as I said, if Dalot starts in the right wing, then obviously he can come up.
Patrick, our very own Patrick, saying, considering how well Mata played against Wolves last time out, do you think he might start with Fernandes deeper? That's a possibility as well.
That's another one. Yeah.
What's it? 2.3 tackles per game. He's not shy about getting stuck in. I think though, you'd want to play him in that 10 role to give him a bit of confidence, to give him that goal or assist on his debut, to get that ball rolling. Personally, I don't know. We could see him play a bit deeper. Could play Mata, because Mata was very good against Wolves in the first game, against a very strong Wolves team as well. It wasn't as if Wolves played the kids. I mean, Jimenez and Adama were all playing at Old Trafford. Diffesh, Joshy, where's Jesus? He's behind the camera. He'll be doing his late night live tonight at about what time, Joe? 10:30, going through till the very end of
with Manchester's own Joe McGrath.
Joe McGrath, excess Manchester. Which
Manchester.
Joe is better? Which one do you like?
You can argue that on Late Night Live. That would definitely be the question, I'm hoping.
2 tiers in a bucket says 50 million can't be true. The Telegraph were reporting that. I wouldn't be shocked, to be honest, because they do need to find a replacement, and they need money quick if they're going to find a last-minute replacement as well. Scott Calais saying, Skiles is saying, agreed, pending on a replacement, can't make their mind up. Judging by this at this stage, you'd expect something to be get going now.
Well, I feel like you have to always take news on transfer deadline day as with a pinch of salt, because the fact is like I feel like they can both be telling the truth, and then like 5 minutes later it'd be different, because like you've had a whole month and then you're trying to condense a whole month worth of like paperwork and negotiations into a day. So like the fact is like 5 minutes is nothing. Like you could be like half an hour, oh, they've agreed a fee. 30 minutes later, we've looked for someone else. Like we're going to look for someone else because we can't like pay the money.
I'm always wary about deals on deadline day, to be honest.
They're always going to be stuck with that panic buy label.
So many clubs leave so much business to the last.
I don't get what Chelsea were doing. Like, I honestly do not get what Chelsea have done this one.
Dries Mertens?
No. I mean the fact that they fought so hard to get this transfer ban gone, and then they've just not signed anyone.
Yeah.
Like they've not signed a single person, and they need signings. Like
I don't think there'll be any goings in at Chelsea.
No.
Matt Arthur saying Simon Son tweeted that United have stopped their pursuit. I'd say that pretty much kind of seals it that he's not going to go to United. Will they start? I can't see us going in for anyone else at this stage. Too late, I think. We're literally, it's about 10-4 now.
I feel like there's a loan signing. Maybe a loan signing is the thing.
You'd expect to hear rumblings now. If there was something.
I mean, we have 7 hours. It depends how long it takes someone to get here.
It'd have to be someone in the Premier League.
It has to be someone in the Premier League. Or someone in France. Maybe that's the...
What was that? Europe, did you say? Well, Europe's a big place. You know, we've only got 7 hours. Geography lesson will be tomorrow.
How long is the flight to Astana? That's in Europe, apparently. I'm pretty sure that's more than...
Hopefully no Astana players. Anyway. Prediction tomorrow? What are we saying?
2-1.
You're saying 2-1? I'll say 3-1. I think we'll score 3. I think, a bit of confidence after the mighty Tranmere were dethroned at Prenton Park. And a confident display, well, not a confident display, a morale-boosting display in midweek against City. I'm saying 3-1. You're saying...
2-1.
2-1.
I don't think we're keeping a clean sheet.
No, we never keep. Only, 4 clean sheets a season? And we got beaten at Burnley, beaten by Burnley last time.
Yeah, beaten by Burnley. I had to watch that.
Right. That's all for us anyway. Make sure to like the video, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We will be doing a watch along tomorrow, going live at about 4:30, I believe, for team news, match and review thereafter. Joe will be doing his late night live tonight at 10:30, going through a roundup of all the big deals. Hopefully, maybe a United deal in there. I'm not hopeful. Joe's saying yeah. We'll see what happens. Make sure to tune in tomorrow, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Cheers. Risk free.